Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Aileen and this is Homeschool with the Clarks. Today I want to share my curriculum picks for my incoming third grader for the 2025-2026 school year. Now video is going to look a little different than my past curriculum picks because not everything has arrived yet, but I wanted to just share what we're using because I know that this is the time of year when people are making decisions, and if you're looking for any kind of inspiration, I just wanted to share here. Once everything comes in, I think I will do some flip throughs, or maybe I'll do subject by subject videos, like here's what we're using for English for all of my kids. Here's what we're using for math for all of my kids, things like that. But if there is something specific that you want to see a flip through of, please let me know in the comments and I would be happy to create a video for you. So let's get started. My third grader. If you are not familiar with our journey, she was a TK kid. I started her in kindergarten math in TK, which is like California's pre-K transitional kindergarten. It's like you get an extra year, like if you're born like September through December. And so she was born mid-September, so she missed the kindergarten cutoff, and we did TK because we do homeschool with a charter school, a homeschool charter. Anyway, so she started a lot of her kindergarten curriculum like in TK. And so she's been kind of like ahead of the curve a little bit. And now things are kind of starting to even out, which I'm totally good with. I don't want to rush her. There's no rush. Like, what is the rush, right? I was having a conversation with my friend and we were talking about kids who are like skipping grades. Like her and I both skipped a grade in elementary school. I skipped kindergarten. I don't remember what grade she skipped. And then like, so we graduated younger than everybody else, right? Like and then I ended up finishing my senior year like a semester early. So I was 16 when I graduated, almost 17. And then it was like, well, now what? Like I went to community college. I ended up getting a job and moved on with my life. But like, what is the rush? I'm not in a rush. I don't necessarily need her to like hurry and graduate early. To what? Go to work? Like or go to college. I'm not in a hurry. So I know she wants to be ahead, but I'm in no rush. So I digress. To explain where I'm coming from on this, we started third grade math in second grade, and she finished like the first 25% of it, but it started to get really hard. And if you've taught third grade math, I feel like third grade and fifth grade math are both just like very challenging. They're challenging. Doesn't matter what curriculum you use. There's lots of hard concepts. It takes longer. Third grade is like multiplication, and it was really starting to bog her down. And she went from like, I love math, it's my favorite subject, to like, I hate math. I don't want to do math. And so I was like, whoa, let's take a break. You already finished your second grade math. So for second grade, we kind of paused things, and I had this IXL second grade to third grade workbook, and she worked through that for the rest of the year. So she'll be doing Simply Good and Beautiful Math 3, but she's going to start in like the second unit, and there's 4 units because she already finished part of it. So she's going to finish that before the end of the school year. I don't know if I'm going to have like a day where we just play multiplication games. I'm not really sure. We may try and stretch it out, or at that point in time, she might start 4th grade math. However, I don't know that we'll stick with Simply Good and Beautiful Math for 4th grade. So we'll see. But for now, it's Simply Good and Beautiful Math 3. And I hear a kid coming. So 1 second. Bye. Motherhood. Anyway, so Simply Good and Beautiful Math 3, and then maybe multiplication games, maybe some type of supplement, or we'll move on to 4th grade math, which may be Good and Beautiful Math, or we might switch to Saxon at that point. I'm kind of up in the air. So we'll see about that. For English, we are changing things. We're not using Good and the Beautiful English for third grade. She did level 3 this year, so she could move into level 4, but I just know she's going to be bored with the books, and she just wants to read. She wants to read all the things, all the chapter books. And so because of that, there was something that I used with my oldest in third grade, and it was really wonderful. That was actually the year that we started homeschooling. My oldest, who's going in 8th, he did this in third grade, and that was moving beyond the page. And so even though she finished up the Good and the Beautiful level 3 language arts this year, I am going to put her in the 7 to 9, which is basically third grade. But the books are different, and I just know that the books for 7 and 9 she's going to love, and I'm so excited for her to read them. And she's so excited, like she took all the books because we already have most of them. I think we're just missing Tornado because I lent it out to someone, but they're like all on my shelf, and so she's like, I want to read them now. So I'm so excited for her for that. It's got, if you're not familiar with Moving Beyond the Page, it's like a different workbook goes with each book. There are a lot of books, so we may not finish all of the books, but it's like a bunch of chapter books, a couple of nonfiction books, and I believe a graphic novel. And each lesson or each day, it's like they read, it's got assigned reading, and then it's got some comprehension questions. I will do those verbally with her. That's my preference with all of my kids. I don't feel like they need to do the extra writing necessarily. That's my preference because I don't want the battle. But also it's like, it's not about the writing, it's about having a discussion about the books. So we'll do that. And then it's got like worksheets that go with it. And my plan, hopefully I can get my you-know-what together and we can make this plan happen. My plan is on the weekend, I will go through Moving Beyond the Page, and maybe I'll get like those little like Post-it flags or something. I'm going to plan out which worksheets I want her to do because there are so many worksheets. It's too much. That's the one thing that I learned. It's too much. You cannot do it all. Here is my motto: make the curriculum work for you, don't work for the curriculum. And that is what I'm going to do with Moving Beyond the Page because I love it. It's a great resource, but that's what it is. It's a resource for teaching English to my kid. And there's a lot in there and it's too much. So she will do some of the worksheets. She will do some of the writing assignments. I'm excited for her to get to do the end of the book projects. I think she's going to love it. And we're just going to jump in. The other thing that she's going to do next year is she is going to learn cursive. She knows how to write her name in cursive. She's kind of trying to figure out what things say in cursive. I write almost everything in cursive, so she'll like look at my writing and try and figure out what I wrote. We're going to use The Good and the Beautiful Level 3. They introduce cursive. I have not used it to teach a child cursive before, but I've heard really good things, and she used their handwriting books this year and really enjoyed them. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. We're going to do it. And then as far as extracurriculars for her, it will just be one. She did make the competitive gymnastics team. And so she will be doing competitive gymnastics all year. I think it's going to be, we're still waiting to hear if it'll be 4 or 6 hours a week of practice. And then she will have meets in the spring or competitions. I don't know what you call them because I'm new to this gymnastics mom life. I coach gymnastics, but it's recreational gymnastics, and I did recreational gymnastics. My kids have been in recreational gymnastics on and off for years, but this is our first time doing competitive. She's so excited. I'm grateful for homeschool because it will give her the time to be able to do that and still have like downtime and family time. But that is where her time's going to go. I don't think she'll do any music or dance or anything like that because it's going to be a lot, but she wants it. She's the one that's striving for it. So we're just along for the ride. And then for history and science, that is included in our family subjects. So please come back. I will be posting the family subjects picks soon, and you can watch that one as well. If you do want any flip throughs, again, just let me know below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.